interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Indianapolis Colts. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first look is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carried out for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Able to find his man, Woods. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his man. That's Woods on the out route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender, because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yep, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 35. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running left, Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They go play action here on 1st down. Pass complete. He's got Woods streaking across the field. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Colts at 5-4 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll be brought down at the 27.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Pittman. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. And here's Rodgers on the return. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a give to Taylor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Shifts past him at the 45. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Eight yards to go on second down. He'll look to throw. They're going right back to Pittman. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one good for 37 yards. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
You got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. This pass caught. It's Woods. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run here with Taylor. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
2nd and 9 now. Flushed out right. That one finds Pierce right side. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
And when you run a drag route like this down near the goal line, you're hoping maybe you get an inadvertent pick to set your man free. A lot of people are calling them natural screens. But this was well defense, and they stopped him for just a short gain.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. finding Taysom Hill complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They run. It's Kamara. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And Shark hauls it in. Touchdown, Colts. DJ Chark, 35 yards. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Thomas brings it in. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series. They need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, try to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game. That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the 1st down.
Back to throw again. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 75 yards. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Second and 4. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They're going to look to throw. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the third quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Down left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second and 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete. First target, first catch, and a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. It's a gain of 34.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it fourth down. The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Again, it's Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away. And that is incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Right side complete. That's Woods. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, 4th quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. And he's doing that in this game.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Now that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And his kick is indeed good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
Well, you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Saints are right back in this football game. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. He'll look to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw again. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there's no way he was getting away on that one.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 69 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines,
and let's close this one out.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Eyes the crossing route, and he finds Pittman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They go jet sweep here with Chark. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. On the handoff, Taylor. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back to throw now on first down. It's complete. Kamara. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that will bring up second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback when those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree. Matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league. And they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it. Because normally, when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Indianapolis, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.